Whenever you say statements like, I am afraid, I am anxious, I am a person who has panic attacks, what you're doing is you're declaring a memorized state of being. If you can memorize a completely different state of being, you will be able to say to other people, I am powerful, I am relaxed, I am joyful, and it will not be a joke. You will say these statements on ironically. It's going to be your truth. You are going to be affirming your truth. Now, you have to understand that your state of being consists of your thought patterns and your emotional patterns. So, if you can change the thought patterns that you currently have, and you can change the emotional pattern you currently have, then you will be able to change the state of being, and you will be able to say to other people, I am relaxed, I am peaceful, I am joyful, I am a powerful person, instead of saying I'm a person with panic attacks, I'm a person who has anxiety. So you have to understand that there are two kinds of people. First, people who don't think, people who do not understand that their thoughts have something to do with their destiny. And number two, people who think, people who believe, people who understand that their thoughts have something to do with their destiny. And I'm sure you know the people who think that their thoughts have nothing to do with their destiny. They fight with their external circumstances, they fight with their own body, they compromise, they bargain with their negative circumstances, and they fail. So you must be able to become the type 2 person who knows, who understand that their thoughts have something to do with their destiny. You must pay really good attention on the inner world of thoughts, feelings, and mental imagery in order to change your state of being and change your life. So, the first thing that people in yogic tradition realize is the universe is immaterial. It is mental, and it is spiritual. This is the reason why yogis have been calling this physical reality, the reality that you can perceive through your five senses, as Maya. Maya means illusion. It is a Maya, it is an illusion because the physical reality is just an extension of your own mind. If you can change your state of mind, the physical reality that you perceive must change. If you can upgrade your state of consciousness, your physical reality must upgrade, including your own biology. You are not the victim of your genetics. You are not the victim of your life. You are not the victim of your environment. If you can just upgrade your state of consciousness, change your mind, genes that are responsible for bad mental health and panic attacks will start to turn off, and genes that are responsible for good mental health will start to turn on. So, focus your entire attention in order to upgrade your state of consciousness, and you will change your life. So, there are three steps of changing your state of mind, or upgrading your state of consciousness, or memorizing a completely different state of being. And these three steps are designed to change your dominant thought patterns that exist in your mind and dominant thought emotional patterns that exist in your body. Your body is actually an unconscious mind. All the emotions are stored in your body. Your mind, it can just think. Even if you think, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, it's not going to affect your body right now, because the body, as an unconscious mind, has stored all these traumatic emotions and it doesn't accept that thought. So, both of these are mind. One is the conscious mind and the other is unconscious mind. So, you have to treat both of these as one singular mind. And if you can change the dominant thought patterns and dominant emotional patterns, you have changed your state of mind. You will be upgrading your state of consciousness. You will be memorizing a completely different state of being, and you will become a completely different person. So you don't have to spend countless amount of dollars or hours spending on some therapist or buying some anxiety pills. If you can just do these three simple steps, you can change overnight. I'm not even exaggerating, but listen to me first. The first thing that you must do, the first step of this three-step process is relaxation. Now, when I started out, I was so anxious. I could not sit still for even 1 minute. And what I did was I mustered up all the courage in the world. I just sat down and I started chanting Om, A-U-M, Om. I have a video on my YouTube channel how to chant Om correctly. But if you think you can sit down still or lay down still for at least 20 minutes, what you can do is you can listen to Yoga Nidra meditation or non sleep deep protocol, non sleep deep rest protocol on YouTube, NSDR protocol. This NSDR protocol is derived from Yoga Nidra meditation and it is recently made popular by people like Andrew Huberman. So, what you will find is after you do a 20-minute session of non sleep deep rest protocol or Yoga Nidra meditation, you will find that your body is completely relaxed and your mind is completely awake. That is the moment where your subconscious mind is wide open. That is the moment where your brain is producing alpha waves and theta waves, which are beautiful and coherent. Right now, when you're watching this video, you are on beta waves. When you're focused on your problems, when you're super stressed, your brain is producing high beta waves, which are not very good. So you have to produce alpha waves and theta waves that are very coherent in your brain, which can be achieved by Om chanting or Yoga Nidra meditation or NSDR. Yoga Nidra and NSDR protocol means the same thing. After you relax by doing these two kinds of things, choose one. What you must do is you start to visualize, you start to imagine a scenario where you are already the person that you want to become and you are doing the things that you want to do. Now start to imagine that you're already a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered person. How are you going to see the world now that you have become that person? How are you going to treat the people that you meet now that you have become that person? Start to visualize that. Are you going to walk differently? Are you going to put your chest out and your breathing rate is relaxed while walking, while talking to people? Visualize that. Are friends and family going to compliment you on how peaceful, on how relaxed you have become lately? Start to visualize this. Are you going to tell your friends and family, hey guys, you don't have to worry about me anymore? I'm completely fine. Start to visualize this. Start to visualize that as you wake up in the morning, you have a big smile on your face instead of heart palpitation and sweating. Start to visualize that. As you go to bed at night, start to visualize that you again have a big smile on your face and you're saying to yourself, wow, I had an amazing day. What all of this imaginary scenario signifies is you have become completely healed and you're living a life that you truly desire. And this thing signifies to your subconscious mind that, oh my God, this guy is healed. Let's affect the autonomic nervous system of the body. Let's affect his body and heal him so that he can do all these imagined scenarios. This is the way to communicate with your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind does not understand language. It understands a relaxed state and mental imagery. So start to communicate with your subconscious mind this way. Now, when you visualize all of these things, don't visualize as if you're watching a movie and you're just some third person spectator. No, you have to be the first person actor. You have to completely immerse yourself into the imaginary scenario and do everything that you cannot do right now because you're inflicted in with panic attacks in that imaginary scenario. Start to date people, start to drink coffee, start to smell coffee, because right now maybe you're avoiding dating and coffee because people who are inflicted with mental pain avoid stimulating agents, and don't date because they cannot. So start doing those activities. Start playing with your romantic partner's hair. Start kissing them. Start smelling their perfume. Start smelling the aroma of coffee. Provide all the sensory vividness to the imaginary scenario, the things that you can see, the things that you can hear, the things that you can smell, the things that you can taste, the things that you can touch. The more sensory vividness you provide to the imaginary scenario, the real it becomes to your mind. Your mind actually cannot differentiate between what an imagined act is and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional world is. So start taking wonderful property, taking advantage of this wonderful property of your mind. So after you imagine all of these wonderful scenarios, what you're going to do is you mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario. Because once that imaginary scenario is accepted by the mind as being true, as happening to you in real time, it is going to create neural networks inside of the brain. Now, when you mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over and over again, providing all sorts of sensory vividness, that neural networks start to become hard and set and permanent. Now, that is going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. Now, those chemicals are going to create feelings that are equivalent to that imagination. Of course, your imagination signified a wonderful life, signified that you have healed, signified that you are now an amazing person. So you are going to feel all the feelings of positivity, all the elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, and confidence. And the moment you start feeling gratitude, your healing begins. We have this stupid way of thinking that we need to await our healing in order to feel thankful and grateful. But no, if you're creating from your imagination, if you're tapping in to your subconscious mind in order to create your life, the first step is to feel the emotions, and then your desires will materialize into existence. This is the changeless law that no one can deny, that no one can defy. I challenge you to prove me wrong by doing these three simple steps. And if you prove me wrong, I will stop making these kinds of videos. The thing that you need to get really good at is sustaining these elevated emotions of positivity, of joy, of gratitude. And you can do that because right now you are anxious for no reason. You can be anxious for no reason because you have sustained the emotions of anxiety, worries, and concerns because all you have done through a extended period of time is practice feeling that emotion, practice imagining worst kinds of scenarios in your life, and now you can just feel anxiety for no reason. So start showing up every day. Do these three simple steps every day: relaxation, imagination, embracing the emotions of that imagination, and you will get really good at sustaining the elevated emotions for an extended period of time. And those feelings are the secret of breathing life into that imagination. When you can sustain these elevated emotions for an extended period of time, get ready because magic is going to happen. No more panic attacks for you. Everything that you visualize must materialize into existence. So please do this. Your enemies right now are instant gratification, alcohol, drugs, TikTok shorts, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, anything that takes your attention away from you. Because right now you're highly focused on everything in the external world, but what you need to do is pay attention to your inner world. Maintain your attention span to be long. If you can just hold your attention for an extended period of time on a particular imaginary scenario, you will be able to derive the feelings from that imaginary scenario. But you need to be able to hold your attention for an extended period of time. For that, do these three simple steps every day after you wake up, before you go to bed at night, whenever free time you get in the day, and the moment you can hold your attention for an extended period of time, that is the moment of change. This is the reason why I said that you can change your life in one night. You can heal your panic attacks overnight because when you have developed attention, You will just do these three simple steps as you're about to fall asleep. And when you wake up in the morning, you will become a completely different human being. This is how fast things can change if you have a developed attention. So please do these three simple steps and change your life. I have made a ton of different videos on how to completely overcome your panic attacks because you are the creator of your life. You're not the victim. So please start acting like a creator. This is the reason why Bible says that you are made in the image of God. The kingdom of heaven lies inside of you. Happiness lies inside of you. So start unlocking it. Upanishads say Aham Brahmasmi, which means I am the source of creation. So start tapping into that source and start creating the life that you desire. Now, if you cannot do it alone, then message me on my Gmail, my Viber, my Telegram, my WhatsApp, which are all in the description box down below, and I will provide one-to-one online coaching for you. Remember, sky is the limit once you truly know how to imagine correctly and feel the emotions of that desired imagination correctly. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.